Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Cool Talk Live, brought to you by Brown's Heating and Air, with your host, Brandon Brown.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning from Bedford, Virginia. Thank you for joining us on Cool Talk. Hopefully you're listening live on grovestreet.fm on this last day of August. I cannot believe September 1st starts tomorrow, the new month, and my birthday month. So I celebrate all month when we do that. So we are here in Bedford. Beautiful, still 90-degree weather. Don't know when fall will be here, but it has that feeling in the air. Everybody's selling Halloween. It's up. It's ready. We talked about it last week. Woody's house has been decorated for about a month now.
Oh, since July something.
I'm ready to put up Christmas lights. So I'm already sharing. Hey, if the countdown's on, this summer has flown by.
It's crazy.
I don't know why this one just felt faster.
Yeah.
And so I got to get ready even faster for Christmas this year.
Yeah, you might want to start. I mean, really, because before you know it's going to be October. It's already September tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't want Halloween to pass by and Woody will be depressed through November.
I will be.
So hopefully it slows down a little bit. I love fall though. You got all the festivals coming, the apple festivals up at the Gross Orchards and the mazes and the Halloween. So I do love fall. Fall is my favorite time of year, I think. Where all the festivals, all the places you can go and see, and then Halloween starts cooling off. I'm ready for some cooler weather.
Yeah.
So
I want hoodie weather.
Hoodie weather, yes.
Like I'm ready for a little bite, but not too much. But just a little bite in the air where I
hoodie and shorts.
I can cover my winter coat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hoodie and shorts. I'll wear shorts till it's probably 32, 35.
Yeah.
But I can wear shorts and a hoodie and fine.
There you go.
Yeah, really. And I have nothing to talk about today, Woody. I don't know.
Well, hey, listen,
I haven't planned anything, but these are the best shows.
To all the fans in
United,
Arab, Emirates.
We are on the top. We're the top podcast in United Arab. It borders what?
It borders
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
It's the United Arab Emirates, or simply the Emirates, is a country in Western Asia. It is located at the eastern end of the Arabian Peninsula and shares borders with Oman and Saudi Arabia, while having maritime borders in the Persian Gulf, in Qatar, and Iran. See, look, Dubai is right there.
Hey, breaking news. We are Cool Talk is the number one podcast in
we're
Dubai.
Cool.
So,
congratulations,
hey, if you're listening, thank you. We're from over here at the U.S. We appreciate you listening and downloading. So we're going worldwide here. So we done moved around. So, but yeah, I really didn't. It's just been a crazy week. I'm trying to roll on building the house. We got the basement poured. We got the floor in. They're supposed to start framing in 2 weeks. So I'm trying to keep
the east wing or the west wing.
This is the whole wing.
Yeah, I saw your pictures, and we were like, "Is that good God?"
And the picture,
okay,
hey,
sure.
It's just like when you're driving down the road, and you look in your mirror. Objects in the mirror appear larger than they are.
So everybody, if you ride by and you see a castle, that's Brandon's
That's
house.
why when there's a picture of me and I'm looking like 5 days wide, it's the picture. It's not me. I know I'm overweight, but things in the camera are bigger than they see. So yeah, come by. It's not that big.
Yeah.
I can still fit my 12 to 15 foot Christmas tree. That's the only thing.
That's all that counts.
We had to build, design this around the living room and the cathedral ceiling so I could have my trees.
Amen.
And I'll put extra receptacles and power outside for my lights for my Griswold decorations.
Yep.
So, but yeah, what are we talking about today? Let's talk.
Well, you've got a big. You reminded me today. You've got a big event coming up that you all have already.
Yeah.
Got it down.
Yep.
You're already booked the actual day.
We're down to
day. So.
We're down to the 3. Took several days to get down to 3. We do our home visits next week, so we're visiting the final 3 for the heat pump giveaway next week. We'll get all their information, our final pictures and everything for the website. And then September, I believe, around the 15th, 16th area, you'll be starting to see us advertise for people to vote. And we'll be voting on the 3 to see who's the who wins the free heat pump. And then we will give away live October 4th. Tuesday night is the tentative date right now, where we'll go live on Facebook, and the news is supposed to be there as long as no breaking news happens at that time. But we will go live, or either on Facebook, and you can probably watch it through Watch Creative Studios, GroveStreet.fm. Somewhere we will post before that night to be watching. So when we announce the winner, they'll be in attendance, all three, and we got some great gift baskets for each of the three. So we didn't want any other three to leave empty handed. All three are deserving for the heat pump. I'm glad I'm not voting. I'm glad the community, we're going to need your votes. Each story and picture will be on there and why they were nominated, and we're going to need the citizens' votes. We're going to need your help. So we'll be advertising that soon. But the gift basket, every one of them will have gift baskets. We have three great sponsors with Foster Fuels jumped in, Omni Productions, who puts on all the beer and wine festivals downtown, which you got one coming up September 17th, the beer festival, with great bands lined up. So if you are not cotton tickets, get your tickets now. And then also Central Virginia Business Coalition, Heather. So all of them, their donations helped us we're putting together now 3 awesome baskets full of giveaways and donations and stuff. So each family will take away some stuff that they can use for their needs. And then, of course, one family will get a free heat pump. So, look forward to that. That's coming soon. It took a while to get to the final 3, but it's because we had so many stories, and they were all very touching, very hard to pick. I'm glad I didn't have to do that either. We had separate independent team kind of go through, validate the stories, validate the people, because you have to. A lot of people put in, you get several that you have to validate it, make sure it's legit, because some people try to put in scam, any kind of giveaway, but we had, there wasn't any. It was, all of them were legit, so it's hard to narrow down. So I'm so thankful for the team that spent lots of hours reading stories and validating them to get it down to where we are. And I have overviewed the last 3, and I confirm that they, definitely deserving to be in the final 3. So looking forward to announce that soon in each family and getting the voting open. Thank you all who have nominated, and I will appreciate all of your votes too once it comes around. If you are in the Central Virginia area, go on lynchburgliving.com. Right now, there is a best of contest. I think, Woody, you were nominated. Are you in that as well?
I am. It's a flattering contest. So I appreciate being nominated.
So go in there, look for Watts Creative Studios in the areas he's nominated. I believe we're in there for Heating and Air. And someone told me I was in there for best local civic leader, which it was a list of awesome people around Lynchburg. I don't even know. I don't really think I'm a leader, a civic leader. I don't really know what it does or what that means, but I'm really flattered. I didn't even know I was nominated, but we made the final list of best civic leader. So whoever nominated or voted, thank you. The voting is still open. There's a lot of great names on there, so definitely not. I definitely will not place in that one. There's definitely several people way more deserving than I am on that list. But go and vote. All the categories are in there for all the best of around Central Virginia. We're honored to be part of the finalists. I know Woody's in there. Were you in there for a couple, or is it one? Is it marketing or?
Yep, advertising marketing.
Advertising marketing.
Yep. And we do have in the radio, the personality. It's a DJ category, but it's like talk radio.
Yeah.
Brian Schley
has
been nominated for Life, Liberty, Happiness.
Nice.
So
go in there and vote.
Yeah, show some love. And my goal is
get a podcast category.
Yes, I would love to have Grove Street FM or the podcasting in some type of category there.
Yeah.
But worst case, hopefully one day we'll have Grove Street on the radio list.
Yeah.
And we'll have. That's my goal. But honestly, it's been really good over the last couple of years.
There should be local favorite local podcast
I would think
category,
so.
but
we would own that.
we would
I
own
mean,
it. It'd be Watts
all of our
Creative
shows,
Studios
but
in the
that's
top
fine.
3. But hey,
Hey.
it would be. So we are, we have the best
And-
podcast around.
in the United Arab of Emirates.
That all 10 of them,
untouchable.
all 10 of them would vote for me.
Cool Talk is untouchable. You get off the plane.
Hey, but the Route 29
there.
stalker is big in Taiwan.
Yeah,
So-
what can I say?
There may be a trail or path in Taiwan somewhere, that dirt trail that's called 29, and maybe they're looking for the
They're like,
stalker in
"Hey,
their own.
We want.
They may have their own stalker out there in
It's
Taiwan.
funny, man. Those charts, like, it's really flattering though, because I mean, honestly, it is one of those things where it is being downloaded and listened to. So, but while you try not to pay too much attention to the charts and your downloads every single week, but it is important because it's like it's flattering because people are listening, and whether it's in United States, Alaska, or United Arab, Dubai, whatever, it's flattering because it's to get on the charts in anywhere is a significant amount of listens. And the fact that you
Yes.
have more than one person listening in a foreign land to your show that is produced in Bedford is huge. And that just shows you the scope and the reach of content. You think
Yeah.
it's local content, and it is, but it doesn't stop here. It goes. And it's so flattering. So when I do check the charts and I see some of the shows we do, they kind of come in and go out, but and it's awesome because that it's
You
more
gotta
than one or
reach-
two people.
You got to reach so many
Yep.
to make any charts. So that's huge that any of them are ranking in top charts. And we still, though, overall, I think in some of our our podcasts that
Yep.
are here are still in the top percentile overall.
Yes.
Of downloads, and that's worldwide.
And even though even if you're not in the charts, that really doesn't it doesn't mean that you're not getting listens,
Right,
because there
right.
are so many, like in the news and commentary category, right? I mean, there's millions of podcasts.
Oh my gosh.
So just if you don't reach the top 200, I mean, you still might be getting a couple 100,000 downloads.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah. I mean, podcast is
Yeah.
a thing of the present now.
yeah.
Every
exactly.
time, everywhere you turn, and you hear, like, every athlete has a podcast. You hear all these. I listen to like ESPN Radio, and each of their hosts, all of them have podcasts. So I mean, it's definitely huge now, and I think people are starting to go to podcasts and just search, and it's awesome to see new technology and new things of a way of reaching people.
Yep.
And it's sad, but like not many people listen to actual FM AM radios anymore. It's either
No.
Sirius, it's XM, it's podcast, it's Apple Radio or Spotify. So and you can, it's so many avenues.
Now, something cool that I've been working on that is top secret.
Uh-oh.
Nobody knows about this.
Uh-oh.
This is breaking news. Breaking news. There is an app. Watts Creative Studios has made another app besides the Grove Stream, Grove Stream
Grove
FM
Stream.
streaming app, right?
Right.
It just got approved by Apple, so it'd probably be like maybe another week or so before I can list it to have a proper link to it. But it will be a home for all of the podcasts. So for people that are having trouble, like, where do I listen to podcasts?
Yeah.
Or, I can't listen live. With this app, I will have not only it'll stream Grove Street FM, you can listen live, but it also will have every podcast produced here listed in the app, and you
Wow.
can listen to the podcast right from the app. So
Nice.
if you have no clue, like I have no clue about podcasting, you download this app, you'll be able to click on the shows, and
And it'll take you to their podcast.
We'll have all of our shows. Cool Talk will be in there. Everybody's in there.
that's a great
you
idea.
Click on the logo. And also in this app, we will have local business listings. We will have local, like the power outages here. I have the power outage map. I'll have push notifications. So it'll be a good local
Sweet.
resource. Yeah. So it got approved
Good
today.
job.
It's been a pain. It has been excruciating dealing with Apple. However, today, I'm over the hurdle.
Yeah.
So I'm
Oh,
relieved.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm excited because it will be a good home for all of our content, and like it's because that is the most common feedback
Question.
I
Yeah.
get.
How do I find it?
How do I find it? And because not everybody knows what a podcast is, and there's demographics that
Yeah.
I don't know what like Snapchat and TikTok half is. So I get it, But for people that are like, man, I don't know how to listen, this will absolutely
No, that's great. Just
solve it.
download it right to your phone.
Download it, and all the new episodes will be there. You can listen to every single show that we produce here, so that way they'll all be in one home.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, hot off the press.
And also back here in the back, if you're local in Central Virginia, the Grove is about to open. It looks awesome back here. It's decorated. Got some logos painted on the wall, a TV hung. Already got a couple events planned. So if you're looking to host any kind of event, business event, a luncheon, a baby shower, a wedding shower, and you need a place, you need to go to Facebook and follow The Grove.
Yep. And I have on the way, if you go to thegrove.space,
thegrove.space,
that will actually take you to the website page that I have up, and that'll give you a little bit of information. And
you can book it.
It's,
it looks nice back here, and it can hold
I would say we've got right now, I've got 6 round tables with about 5 chairs, and that's a comfortable amount. So I would say ideally comfortably 25, 30, and but I'm sure you could get more. You could get more if you wanted to, but if it's a small kind of boutique event,
great space. So if you're in Central Virginia, Bedford, and you're looking to hold, and maybe you need to have a business meeting or you've got people coming to town and you need bigger space. Your office is too small, need to meet, come here. You can rent this space, and there'll be, I guess, will you have a calendar or any kind of event page up there so you can kind of book and see when it's open?
What you'll do is on the website, you can reach out. And I mean, for once you see the space, then you'll kind of know, because we want people to see it first. We want people to see, make sure it fits their needs and know that it's just a space for you to have your event. It's not, it's no catering, we don't have, it's not a huge venue, but we want to make sure that, you're happy with it. And then if you want to, we'll put you on the calendar.
Yeah. You could, but there is option. If you need to do a luncheon here, you can lunch delivered.
We have countertops in there. We have a sink. So you can bring food.
Bring lunch.
Yep.
And have it catered or whatever.
It's hooked up to a cool studio right here.
Yeah.
So you do get the
you get to see where we record our world famous podcast,
United Arab
that's getting updated next week. He's got a
huge update. I'm telling y'all,
new boards coming in, sound thing. It's going to be legit here. We're going live. We're going to have our own radio station for long where people will be tuning in.
It's one of those updates that when you make the purchase, it makes your stomach hurt.
Yeah, but when it's here, it's like Christmas morning.
You're like, oh, okay, all right, okay, yep, let's do it. And then, yes, but all that should come in today, and then I'm gonna spend the rest of this week redoing everything, hooking up. So next week, the shows may have a slightly different sound to them, which is a good thing. But not a bad thing.
As long as everything works.
As long as everything works. We'll hopefully we'll work tomorrow and Friday.
We may be able to do phone interviews.
Yeah, easier phone interviews. Just a better sound, and it has more capabilities on my end.
Yeah.
So that I can better on the fly mix for you all.
Oh, yeah.
And, muting levels, everything will be more consistent and uniform as it is at a radio station. That's my goal. So
sweet.
Look at Grove Street FM.
Grove Street .fm. Check us out. Make sure you download that app and look for the new one and follow all the podcasts. Great podcast on there. Several. I mean, it's a bunch of them. We got a lot of live shows. Wednesday is a live show, busy day.
Yeah, that's the busy day.
They start early in the morning. Then we're here at 10. You've got one at noon and you got one at 5. So and they're usually 90% of the time live. So it's no editing, when we mess up, it's we don't have the equipment to automatically determine when we're going to mess up yet. So,
but I mean, being
that's the fun part,
the professional that you are, and as famous as you are in the United Arab Emirates, you don't need editing. So that's why we're famous there. We mess up all the time.
We won't, the big places don't call you back but so many times after you mess up. So, but no, it's fun. It's fun. I like doing it live. It's a lot of people. I've talked to people all the time. I couldn't, hey, you want to come on the podcast? No, I'll mess up. I'm like, so?
Oh, that's, I think
they get so scared and nervous. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
No. And that's one of the things that I really, because I've done it in the past, right? Where you've gone to other stations or other things, and it can be really intimidating. And I think one of the things that I appreciate about podcasts and just kind of the atmosphere here and our host is that everybody's comfortable and it's casual. And I think you get the best conversations that way.
Yeah.
I think that they're less commercially, they're less sales pitchy, and they're more genuine. And that I love genuine local content more so than everybody's trying to do a pitch every
Definitely.
time.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the fact that our host, like yourself and other shows, they what's the word? Cultivate an environment where people, when they come in,
and I think that's why you get more listeners.
I do too. And I think when people,
it's not scripted.
No,
We're not reading you don't read a screen. You come in with some topics and you just talk and ad lib it and whatever comes to mind and speak openly and love everything you do. So it's easy and it's fun. So you never know what you're going to hear, what you're going to talk about. Like I said, today I come in with hardly any notes and we can make a 30-minute show out of nothing, just talking. So, I did see. It was one thing I was gonna bring up. I did see a record number of people that have annual Disney passes in Florida are not renewing them.
Yeah,
did you see that?
I did.
I think the changes from the pandemic. Some of them are staying in place that people don't like.
Yeah, they've
also added increased ticket prices. The crowd's been overbearing, and now that the one thing I don't like is the fast passes. They're charging you for like each one, each ride or something, and that just takes away.
Well, and all right, so a few of the things, the gripes, right?
Yeah,
are that one, you still have to make park reservations. So if you live in Florida, and you know how, like, if you imagine living in Florida and you're like, hey, I want to go to the park today.
Yeah, and that's one reason you buy the annual pass.
Yeah, that's one reason you buy the pass.
The freedom of just showing up.
Yeah, well, you've got to make sure, one, that you've got to make a reservation. So it can't no longer is it an option, or it hasn't been since the pandemic, to just show up and say, I want to go to Magic Kingdom. You've got to go first, make sure that there's an opening and make a reservation, and say you change your mind in the parking lot. You can't. Like, you gotta go cancel that reservation, make another reservation. So it's a little cumbersome. And then I know with the pass holders, they have blocked out quite a few days that they can't use them. So like if you're spending for an annual pass, you it's not like you can go whatever day you want to.
Right.
They have specific days that you can't come. They call it blackout days. And just like you said, the overall like crowd. And because the last time we went, we had a great time because we are not the type that we don't like, this is, how do I say it? Like, we've gone enough to where we can just kind of sit at the resort all day if we want to. Right.
Right.
But we're not a family that's like, I've got to get in as much as we can during the day anymore. So if you are, I feel sorry for you because it's crazy.
And I think that just being shut down that year, I don't know if it's because we're open back up and everybody is just trying to catch up on trips. But since it's been open back up, they've been at full capacity like every day.
There's not proof of this, and this is just me, But when we were there, they kept saying that they were at 50% capacity.
There's no way.
That was a lie.
Yeah.
There was no way the days we were there.
Yeah.
Because it was more crowded than it was before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I cannot imagine if it is what it is now. People trying to go back with the mask lifted and all that stuff. So, I think you can find the right time of year to go where the crowd is less.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a nice, relaxing vacation, Disney's probably not the place to go.
It's definitely worth the trips when you go, but it can be stressful, especially if I feel bad for the ones that definitely they look forward to it. It's their first trip and they think you're not going to do I don't ever hear of anybody being able to do everything.
No, it's impossible.
And you almost have to go into it with a mindset of do not plan. Don't try to plan or schedule. This is what I want to do at this time, because that's when you get let down.
Yep.
I think you just got to show up, go to Magic Kingdom. Yep. What we normally do is we would go for a week, and Magic Kingdom was always 2 days. We would go in and just watch the crowds and go right or left and just go around as far as you could. And sometimes you could get through the whole park in a day. You would miss some things, and then the next day you can come back and do more shows and stuff. But you're not gonna get everything you want to do.
No,
you're gonna show up, and it's gonna be crowded and lines through so long that you're going to miss some stuff. So don't be disappointed and
Just
stressed.
Adjust your expectations.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, especially when it's your first trip, everybody wants to do it all, and it's whew.
I will say this: if you are looking for a Disney vacation and you want to go, and if you go in the fall and you go around Christmas or Halloween, right? Go at a time when you can book for one of the parties, right? For like the Christmas party or the Halloween party. And try to book that event, because usually what happens, I know it's more expensive, but usually what happens is if you go for that event, it's after hours. It's it's usually less crowded.
Yeah.
The earlier the event. Now, if the Halloween event, if it's on Halloween, it's going to be stupid crowded.
Yes.
But, if you book it early and you go at that time, it's usually just a better experience.
Right.
So. But there again, I would look at the crowd counters too.
And that's one we've been several times, different times of year. Never, and I've learned never go during a holiday.
Yeah.
Like the week of Thanksgiving, cancel going then. Like Christmas break, when school is out, don't go.
Yeah.
Basically, if you can take your school kids out, like the one year we went and actually went the week after Thanksgiving was the best week we ever been, because everybody was there while school was out. They had to go back to school that Sunday. We got there the Sunday everybody was leaving. And that was one of the best weeks we've been, and able to get to everything. It was not so hot, and school was back in. That was a good week.
Or if they're calling for a hurricane.
Yeah. Go, because they rarely close Disney, but when they do,
you can catch it for the 2 days before where they're calling for a hurricane. I mean, it's like a ghost.
It's a risk. Yeah, it's a risk. You have to be.
You might get stuck there. But
yeah. Hey, just go in the castle and wait it out. I reckon.
That's it, man. That's all.
But. Don't go during holidays. I wouldn't go during summertime anyway. It's so hot. But this summer I've heard has been brutal, but packed, still packed.
Because we were going to try to go. We briefly were going to go in August, right? But then we started looking and reading what everybody was doing and how hot it was this year. Because there's nowhere to hide.
No,
you could sit in a restaurant,
asphalt, and
it was like, nah, I think we're good. I don't want to go, and because I'm the same way. Like when we go in December and January, it's never cold, but it's at least hoodie weather sometimes.
Yeah,
and that's the time to go, because it's just more comfortable. You're not sweating and dying.
Yeah, it's brutal. I mean, I've been down there in December and been hot, so I couldn't imagine June, July.
Oh.
So, but cool. What a show. Great show. Of course, we come with a couple notes, but make it 30 minutes out of it. Thank you for joining Cool Talk. Make sure you follow us, give us a review, and we'll see you next week.